Hi everyone, Nikki Rose here, and this is week 13. Which usually I would say that, people would say, 13's evil number, blah blah blah, all that fun stuff, and usually that's not something like I deal with, or not usually a bad number for me, but I guess this time it is. Why, you may ask? Because I got 3 months test of, blood work to check all my levels and everything, and it seems like the estrogen is not taking effect for some reason. So basically, I'm taking away male hormones, but not getting the female hormones to make things work, I guess. And it's kind of bummed me out again, because, going through this and doing all this, trying to get things working and whatnot, and it turns out to be worthless. Hold on. There, it's better. Get off weird shadows. I did put the lights up, if you see that. I still need a better camera so it can actually see it, because this camera doesn't have much of a wide lens, so yeah, so week's starting off poorly, dealing with bull crap and trying to keep my hopes up, but with this coming through, it's kind of, making me lose hope, I guess, or not as determined as I was before, because, going through it, seeing things are working well, things are going right, and then I get this after 3 months, geez, I need to get my hair done, is kind of soul-shattering, I guess, to say. But, yeah, I still don't know if anyone's watching these videos, because most of my videos I've been putting out recently this week haven't been doing so well, so I don't know, maybe people are getting sick of my crap. This is another week I just didn't really want to make the video, but I don't know. I guess I decided just to wind up and do it, because why not? I'm late again because I'm doing it way almost to the end of the week. It's almost fucking week 14. Which also, things are kind of off kilter and whatnot. Dates, well, just the weeks kind of mess up because I'm on week 13, but there's 14 videos because the first video is before I started hormones and whatnot, so yeah, things are going to probably be confusing, and then also there's week 10 that's missing because I just couldn't basically do it myself. I just couldn't get up and find the reasoning to do it, and it was just tough. And of course, I didn't prep anything to talk about in this video besides that it's still tough for me, and now that I was told by my doctor that things aren't taking effect, it's hard to deal with. This whole transition thing is just a big, I know it's a long process and a big process and you gotta deal with it, but when you get news like this where things aren't working or things aren't happening, it kind of takes everything out of you and you just feel like giving up. And I know some people out there probably don't want me to give up or want me to continue and all that kind of stuff, but it's hard to deal with when you're alone out here trying to do everything and trying to find other people out there willing to talk with you and be with you and just, trying to get out there. And I know there's a stain on my shirt. I hate it. I'm a slob. But, doing my best trying to meet people or talk to people or see people or just be out in public with another person, it's not really possible for me for some reason in this state. I've tried getting to know people, starting to talk with people, all that stuff, trying to talk online. But after a few times, it just peters out and then I back alone again. There are some people I've been talking for a while, but it's not like it's not the same as it was before, where we would talk every single day about stuff or just, chit chat. But now it's weeks and weeks after no talking, trying to get a hold of them, and then it's just, lackluster, I guess, to say. And I know I'm not dolled up and I just haven't felt like doing it. It's just been tough with this news coming through, and I don't know. Depression is a son of a bitch, and it's hard to deal with and hard to get through on your own. I mean, I have a med doctor that I go to, and she prescribes me meds, but I need like a therapist. But I've tried to find people, tried to find therapists and voice therapists and all that stuff, but I've heard nothing back. And it's, again, another thing that just basically puts me out of just trying. Sometimes, you just get fed up and want to give up on stuff. Oh. But, I don't know. And you can probably tell my voice hasn't changed anything whatsoever. It's all the same scratchy kind of crap. I mean, I want to, and I want to work on it, but every time I try a video or look at stuff or try to learn stuff, it's all... I mean, I know people on YouTube are trying to make the video entertaining and try to, keep people coming in, but everyone I've tried that talks about voice feminization, all that kind of stuff, it's all the same thing. People just talk, and never get to the point of how you deal with it, how you start working on it, and how you get your voice to change. And with ADHD and, I'm not hyperactive. It's just trying to keep my attention when someone's just talking to you about this is how something's going on and blah, 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 blah. And they all start out the same, saying that this is like starting with pitch and tone and all that. And then they just go into the definitions and how they explain that. Like, not everyone wants that full story. They just want you to get into it and start working with them. But, I don't know. Maybe I'm not finding the right people, or maybe I really think what I need to do is just find a vocal therapist and work with them one-on-one, because I work better with, like learning and that kind of stuff, with direct contact, not with like, oh, here's a book to read, or a video watch, or some, audio to listen to. I'm a hands-on person. That's how I've always been, and it's what kind of what was struggling with me in school and whatnot is that, most schools you're, separated between like 30 or 40 people, so, one person can't get all the attention or just, the hands-on learning that they need. So that's how it basically was for me, trying to go through schooling, is trying to learn everything, but I can't because I'm better, hands-on, not like, here you go, good luck. I mean, most of the jobs I have and everything I've done, I've learned it by just doing it myself and just trying to learn on my own, because other people just told me, oh, this is how you do it, like this, that, and I'm like, yeah, I got that, but usually it never turns out for me for some reason. So what I do is I say screw it and basically do what I know how to do it, or do everything I can best of my ability, and if I hear something I've done something wrong, that's when I change. But beyond that, I'm just working towards it. Yeah, and it's also been a rough couple of weeks, because I've just not gone out and just been myself, because I either don't have money or the time, or things just come up, and I don't know, I want to go out and do stuff, but I don't want to be the lonely person that goes out on their own, does, stuff like going seeing movies on their own, which I've done. I mean, it's good to see a movie, but on your own, it kind of is, I don't know. I mean, I like being alone sometimes, but then after a certain point, you get sick of being on your own, and you want other people to be with you. I don't know. Being human sucks, and trying to learn and try to do stuff, it's tough. I mean, also I want to go to like bars and clubs, but again, that's another thing, is me going out on my own. There can be issues or problems that I may not be able to, deal with on my own, or, get out of on my own. So it's a tough thing. Especially with me going out as myself, people will be confused, especially with my voice. That's also another reason why I don't go out much, is my voice doesn't match, the clothes I wear and how I look. So, thank you, phone. I don't know why I ever put that on silent when I'm starting to record. Just another flaw I have, I guess. And I know I've been talking about trying to set up, face cam with videos, but with gameplay videos, but what I plan on doing is, once I start new games up, I'll put in the face cam. I'm just going to finish out these last few games, like with Nox and Tomb Raider. I'm going to try to finish those out, and then the new ones I try to put face cam in and try to work more towards that. But hopefully with that, I get these hormones worked out so things start moving, because I've been kind of discouraged about all this stuff because I'm not seeing any changes or any growth or anything happening, and I know why now, because the hormones aren't taking effect, which is a big, long process, which I think I know why it's happening, just like a misunderstanding or something just wasn't told right, and I'm just going to have to work with my pharmacist and my doctor to get that worked out, and there's a hair on my face that you guys probably can't see, but I look like a crazy person. Okay. I mean, so I've heard a lot of people saying that I pass just fine, but not to me, I guess. I don't know, every person has, like I've said before in my passing video, it's really your own thoughts about you passing, and sometimes I feel great, I can go out without any issues. But lately, things haven't been going my way, and I've been feeling out of it, so it's just, harder to do, and, basically trying to find people to hang out with, or just be outside of my house with, is just about impossible in this state, because this state makes you hide stuff, and make sure you don't, or you're not anything different than anyone else out there, because if you are, you're either singled out or shunned if you're different in this state, because this is, I'm not saying that there's not other states that are like this, but this is, Mormon state USA, where you follow the religion of them, or you're basically an outcast, which really I don't follow the Mormon religion. More, I believe in more the Buddhist, because the whole reincarnation and be able to, learn from your previous lives, which, I can go into depth about that, but I'll say that for another video, which I keep saying a lot of this stuff where that's a longer story. I'm going to save it for another video, but you don't see these videos coming out because, I get into it and I want to, and then something happens like what happened this week, and I just lose momentum, and I just fell out of it and just give up on it. And it's hurting me more because I'm not putting out as much videos or getting much done or giving you the right kind of content. But as well, it's hard for me to do it on my own because, I'm doing so much and putting out videos daily, and then not seeing the flow that was supposed to that I hope to come in. I know it takes a long time to build a YouTube audience and have people start to come through, daily, and, having a lot of traffic, but when you see basically no changes in weeks and weeks, and basically I had to spray out my videos to every place I can to even get the little views I have, and I don't know, I guess YouTube's just about washed up to this point. May have to go with streaming or changing or something different just to try to get things moving, because the whole reason I was doing this is to be able to afford it and, get my own place and basically become myself. But who knows? And who knows what's going to happen in the future, what's going to change, or if anything's ever going to work out correctly. But yeah, that's really all I have for this week. This video is probably going to be shorter than most of them because, I don't really have much or anything to say because things are just going tits up, and actually even less because there's no tits to come up. Yeah, well, I hope you guys have a better week than I've been having, and I hope things work out for you guys better than I've been having them, but see you guys next time. I know I'm not doing my whole, exit spiel and all that kind of stuff for my sign-off, but things are just not going the right way, and it's just putting me out of my mood. Sorry, guys. I'll see you guys next time.